it's a rosy picture, but the truth is that we have plenty of dilemmas, have plenty of issues and problems.
I don't even remember them.
No, but that's the thing, because it's dialogue. We debate them, we talk about things all the time, we talk all the time, and we know everything that's going on, and we talk about the pros and cons of everything. It's just discussion and dialogue. It's talking to somebody. It makes a problem not a problem. It's like a question that just needs to be answered and solved. It's an equation. It's fun. It can be fun even when it's stressful.
Well, it feels good once you get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Certain insecurities come out at the start of a relationship, and I feel like you have to overcome those in order to fully be present with that person. So I can't say exactly what the biggest obstacle was. I would say for me it was just a bunch of things that I wasn't feeling good about that was brought to my attention at the start of a relationship. And then I realized those are things I have to work on for myself if I truly want to be happy with this other person.
It's not about me. Sometimes you don't even realize how selfish I can be as a person. And just realizing that, like, me doing things that I don't always like to do, but I know that are, like, good things that, like, help us grow, is something I had to learn. I think I had to learn how to, like, really prioritize somebody, and, like, there's other competing things, other competing worries, but, like, whoever you're in a relationship should come first, in terms of, like, the people in your life, once you get to a deep level, and I really had to learn that. Like, I have friends, I have family, but, like, especially when you make a commitment to be with somebody for the long term, whatever that looks like, I think you really, really, really have to work at, like, putting that person first.
When to let go, honestly. There's just times where it doesn't work, and you want to try and try and try and try, but it ends up just becoming this big mess, and nobody's happy. So I think letting go is, like, the best lesson to learn sometimes, and the hardest thing to do sometimes, because you do have such love for a person and you want to be with them, and there's just, a tangled web, and it's hard to get out of that. But letting go.
She teaches me, she's helped me really learn about how I relate to my family and my work. And I think in a really supportive way, like making sure that I'm protecting myself and taking care of others to the extent that I can.
It's exciting and it brings a lot of moments of joy, and when it's good, it pushes me to be a better person.
The biggest lesson I've learned from being in a relationship is not allowing that relationship to be the only source of my fulfillment. There's something really special about finding yourself in someone else, or feeling very completed by someone else, but when it becomes more of them and less of you, there's danger, because you're losing yourself. So my biggest lesson has been, I guess, just learning to evaluate how I bring all of me into a relationship with all of someone else and still become one.
That I usually don't like myself as much when I'm in a relationship with someone, and I find myself being way more insecure, way more self-conscious when I'm with someone versus being by myself and being independent and doing what I want when I want. And I really don't know, because of those reasons, if I will be good at being in a relationship down the road, or if I even want to be in a relationship down the road. So I think that's a really loaded one.
Definitely that I don't want to be in one unless I know who I am. I know there's so much more that I want to learn and experience to really find what I want and who I am and what I want out of love, essentially. Because I think that if I were to be in love with the way that I am right now, it wouldn't be the most that I could get out of love. It wouldn't be what I'm looking for. It wouldn't be the greatest love that I could imagine, because I'm not really there yet.
Again, respect for each other. That's about the best way I can sum it up. Flexibility. If you're too rigid, it's a disaster. It's not going to work. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. You have to be able to bend. And that's my definition of a successful marriage. Mm-hmm. Respect, consideration, and you'll be happy. We've had, my mom and I, we've had some detours, well, not serious detours, but disagreements, minor misunderstandings, or her culture or my culture, you were two different backgrounds. She went to Mass every Sunday. She was a very strong religious girl, and I never accompanied her. She never forced me to. I just never had religion. I believe in somebody up there, God, but I don't pursue any religion at all. I can go to a Baptist church, a synagogue, or a Catholic church and pay my respects, and that's about it.
I remember dating a guy who I really wanted him to like me or to want to continue our relationship. And I feel like I lost a lot of myself trying to chase after something that was really superficial. It just made me really think about like who I am, what I believe in, what are my non-negotiables, what do I really want. And I think that plays out in romantic relationships, personal relationships, work relationships. Like, I think it's a general theme of it's okay to say no.
That love isn't the blanket that goes over everything that can fix any and all problems. That like love is like a really strong foundation for a relationship, but it's not the be all end all. You need more than just love.
I think the biggest thing that I've learned in a relationship is that I have to be intentional. We have to want to be together. We have to want to be working for a thing together. And we have to set that as the sort of metronome that like moves us through time. I think all love, friendship love, familial love, romantic love, is hard work. The older I get, the more I think that it's work, but I also understand work to be something that can bring you great joy.
Mm-hmm.